Technical Tuesdays, Volume 21. That's right, we're back again for your daily, weekly trading needs.
Indeed, guys. Technical Tuesdays, Volume 21. Now, this is in fact the second video in which we have uploaded this week. The first one was on Sunday around midday, okay, where we gave you an insight into our latest new number plate investment, okay, it's called, what's it called now? Astrofx birthday investment. It's my birthday. We mentioned it last week, okay, so you can go and view that in the YouTube archive. That's
right. Now, before we begin, I always try and get my family into trading. So there's one of my cousins, he's just turned 17. I'm telling him to, find out about the market. I always tell everyone to get their part of the market. But he watched Technical Tuesdays and he goes, really informative, but you guys don't really have much fun. And I said, what do you mean? We're trying to get a point across. And he said, yeah, but you guys can make it a little bit more fun. So again, like all the criticism, all the feedback, we're going to take it on board and we're going to try and make it a little bit more fun for you guys.
Indeed we are. Now, first things first, for you guys who are new again, because our subscribers are always growing, which we're very thankful for, Technical Tuesdays is where you can come to get an insight into our 5 years plus market experience, where we're going to share with you the hot topics and hot picks technically on the chart for the week, in order for you guys to make money alongside us, learn a little bit, have an insight into how we break down the market and just our viewpoint in general.
That's right. Technical Tuesdays has definitely helped us expand, and sometimes we could be at the gym, we could be going at a bar, and we get people saying, hey guys, I'll watch Technical Tuesdays and I absolutely love it. So we definitely know that from the comments and seeing people about that, you guys are having our trades and are making profit.
It's a great benefit to many people, so that's why we're here and that's wwhy we do it.
So let's get into what we've been discussing for the last 2 weeks now, which has again been the Greek and Euro situation / bailout expiry, what's been going on with it. So what actually happened on Saturday was an agreement had actually been made. And this agreement is for 4 months, basically an extension, where money is going to continue to go into Greece all the way to the end of July. So yes, basically an extension.
Yeah, extension / it's another word for bailout basically, and I've seen this happen once before on the charts. Now, a few years back, was about 3 years back now. Okay, Euro was sliding. Now, this thing was sliding across the board. I remember it was the last time it hit 1.2, and I used to watch I got sucked into the trap of always watching Bloomberg every morning, trying to get my daily news and so on, and it was just mayhem. A lot of fear mongering and so forth, and even the European stocks, there was actually a ban put on shorting European stocks at the time because the price was getting pushed so low, and then miraculously overnight the euro hit 1.2 and reversed, and then it went on a 2-year choppy bull trend all the way to 1.4.
That's right. So we basically call this an extend and pretend, and it literally had a neutral effect on the market. But basically for the short term, everything's secure, and we're not going to see a Greek exit anytime soon. Well, until the next few months, where again we'll give you guys an update when that happens.
Indeed, guys. So charts remain the same, which I'll get to shortly. But what's hot for this week then? So with that being said, it's the first Friday of every month. Now, for you traders out there with experience, no, it's non-farm payroll, NFP,
which is the scariest day of the month for traders to be trading.
Yes.
We've been there, we've been half one, just waiting for that news to come out. You got shivers, you got your hand on the mouse, you don't know what to do.
Yes, guys, indeed, me and Nat can relate to this one. When we got caught up in a lot of things, and fundamental trading was one of them. In regards to sitting there waiting for the news to come out, you sat there at 129, adrenaline shaking on the charts. Oh my god, what are we going to do, and so on. And it's all just junk. It's what many newbies especially can get really sucked into, and it can really suck all the energy and attention out of you.
That's right. So you got technical traders and fundamental traders, and sometimes people just assume fundamentals is a lot easier. We've had people come on the Astrofx course and they haven't even actually looked at a chart, guys. Haven't even looked at a chart. Then we've said, what have you guys been doing to, say you've been trading and you've had experience?
Yes.
They said, we wait for the news to come out. If it comes out green or red, we press buy or sell. True story.
True story, yes. So with that being said, all of this fundamental trading, a lot of it is just a quick boost here and there. Not to mention especially when non-farm payroll does actually come out, you're going to get the bid and ask, the spread widening and so forth. So even on Euro USD, one of the most actively traded pairs, you're trying to get in, you're relatively paying two pip spread normally. We've seen it widen to 6, 7. and that even includes as you're trying to exit the trade also. So we're strictly against it. Again, just because we've been there, we did think it was the way. Sometimes you will make money, little bits here and there, 20, 30 pips, maybe a little bit more. However, you can't apply a risk reward to that kind of scenario whatsoever.
That's right. And sometimes traders can say it's a trading paradise, because I get to just enter my trade.
It's a pinball paradise.
Yeah, I'm going to be a 200-300 pip profitable trade. This is the best time in the whole month. But again, guys, again, been in this business for many, many years. I can tell you through the pain, the tears of non-farm payroll, it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna save you guys a lot of account being blown, and just don't bother, don't wait till Friday.
It's
don't
very
try and
stressful as well.
Yeah.
A lot of stress. So with that being said, a lot of the fundamentals will in fact give the market a push towards the key technical levels when you know how to analyze the market properly, which I'm going to go through shortly.
We have heard it all though. Like, I remember, didn't we hear that guy that said there's got a non-farm payroll trading strategy, or was it an indicator of some sort?
We see it all the time. Strategies, non-farm payroll, indicators, arrows when non-farm payroll is released, and so on. But it's all just junk, guys.
That's right. It's so much junk that this is, by the way, the Astrofx guidebook. All of our students actually do get it, and you can see it's very thorough, very thick, got a lot of information. But can you guys guess how many pages we actually have about news?
Tell them that.
We have about 4 pages. 4 pages of news. And so, of course, this is the actual non-farm payroll page, and we've got a clear example of what actually happens around about, I'd say, 70% of the time.
Yeah. 70%, yes, maybe even 80% of the time.
That's right. So here's an example. I think it's euro dollar, and you've got a fall, which could literally be maybe about 200-300 pips in a few minutes, and you've got loads of traders thinking, yes, I've got it, or damn, I could be a part of it, and look what happens. It just pins all the way back up to its range. So again, this is why we don't trade non-farm payroll. And yes, you're going to have exceptions. You might have a few guys watching this video that are going to comment saying, no, I'm the one who knows how to trade fundamentals, that doesn't happen to me. But from market experience and actual market history, it really does.
Indeed, guys. So just to wrap that up, what is non-farm payroll? Now, non-farm payroll is a statistic recorded and reported by the US Bureau of Labor. Okay, it gives us a roundup of all the unemployment and employment figures for the US, because it's known as their biggest economy. Okay, just excluding farm organizations, charities, and so forth. So yeah, that's what's out this Friday. Okay, well, I can relate it all to the chart soon. But yeah, it's something to stay away from, basically.
It's been a really big topic for a lot of people that want us to talk about non-farm payroll.
Yes.
So hopefully, guys, that did give you a lot more information. You know what? We might even do a YouTube video just dedicated to, again, fundamental trading.
Put up some examples and stuff like that as how a lot of manipulation can occur as well.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. But now, time you guys have all been waiting for, we're going to go through the trading subs, what Sean is, to actually show you what trades actually did play out from last week, and hopefully what new trades you guys can be a part of.
Indeed, guys, good month ahead. Okay guys, let's get straight into it. The best part of Technical Tuesdays. Now let's go straight into the Euro USD. Now I would just like to say, first of all, from last week's recommendations and the setups in which we went over, some of the Euro pairs, Euro USD, Euro JPY and Euro Pound, all came through. I think all in all, okay, from Thursday's drop into Friday morning, I did in fact bank just under 400 pips on them 3 pairs. Okay, so with that being said, as mentioned previously, February was very, very slow, very, very dry. However, just the move on those 3 pairs combined kind of made my month. So with that being said, alongside the Euro pairs and gold the week before, the 300 pip move from 1234s down to 1200s, made February a pretty decent month, and that was just 4 positions out of the whole month. So that's what I say about our trading style. It's very calm, very relaxed, allows you to trade around other commitments and so forth, so you can get on with your daily life. You don't have to be at the computer each and every day, because a lot of people come into us and say, oh, I've got a fear of being at the computer all day. Okay, so you don't have to do that either. The way we teach and the way we go over how to analyze the market from the top down allows you to come back at certain time intervals and work around your schedule. Okay, you don't have to be up early all the time. There's some days when I'm not doing other work, taking care of my other business and so forth, I'm just, I'm in bed. I do what I want. Sometimes I just check it on my phone. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning, check the profit on my phone, and then go back to sleep. It's that easy. So with that being said, all in all, for February, I did gain around 550, 600 pips from 4 positions. And I did mention last week as well, guys, if you were going to take these recommendations, make sure you're out of the market by Friday night, because again, all of that grease crap, right, all of this distraction, it's just too much. Like, I wanted to be out of the market because we could have seen some gaps. However, we didn't see nothing. It was pushed forward again. The ball was pushed down the road on the in terms of what's happening with Greece and the euro and so on. All in all, guys, there's a much bigger picture in play. And yeah, we can't just get sucked into these little things time and time again. So this is why I like to focus just on technicals purely. We only really go into the market moving news and so forth for your information. So the technicals is really where it's at time and time again. Now I'm going to relate a few things to these technicals right now. So with that being said, I'm just going to get straight into the euro. As I said, euro USD, euro JPY, euro pound, I did in fact get a nice bunch of pips off those 3 shorts combined. And I know many people actually messaged and says, yeah, I took euro yen, euro pound. A lot of people took the euro pound because I was enforcing the euro pound, that was probably the best setup overall, because we had a little bit of pound strength across the board. Okay, so in front of us, euro USD. Now a lot of people are asking, what do you think about euro USD now? Now, the setup I did have drawn onto the chart, okay, looks something like this. 1 trend line, 2 trend line, and overall 3 trend line. Simple. Overall, I just want to skip to the monthly time frame because we are in a new month now. Okay, so let's just zoom into these charts now. A monthly, how did last month close? Go down. Okay, got a little bit of Fibonacci in a way. Let me just remove this. Okay, last month's candlestick in fact closed as a shooting star. For those who have done the course, our students and so on, candlestick recognition. We don't need to go crazy with candlesticks, but candlesticks and key levels, okay, are the first 2 confluences you will need to determine your overall bias, whether it be for the month ahead or even a week ahead. So with that being said, a shooting star. However, we still haven't took out the 1.11 support, which is the low of the year. The shooting star, we can just simply make a note in our journal, or however you like to trade, is in fact a bias, 80% chance that it's going to follow through to the downside. So shooting star on the monthly. Weekly, we had a bearish move. Okay, we broke the trend lines after seeing a few spinning tops and a few dojis and so on. Now current time here in the UK is 20 past 6, okay, GMT. Now again, today we didn't have much movement. The market is quite it's quite annoying to say the least. However, even here we can see the movement of February right in front of us now. Okay, we came down, made a new low of the year, retested the resistance, which is just this zone here. Okay, and we had the bearish engulfing, pull back up, bearish engulf with the Marubozu, broke 1 trend line, broke 2 trend line, broke 3 trend line. Now overall, we've had a little bit of an up day. Again, I can't really speak until 10 PM tonight, until this candle actually closes. However, downside potential for euro USD. As I said last week, I broke the 3 scenarios up. Me and Nat broke the 3 scenarios up, and we said if we do get a bailout / a neutral bias, okay, an extension, we will come to visit them yearly lows again at 1.11. Okay, we'll come around 80 pips off the yearly lows, but I've still got them in mind, to be honest, because we are still putting in the lower swing highs. Even here, the price structure, as it seems, lower high, lower high, lower high today. Okay, so now we're moving down again. I do expect euro now, guys, overall to break down. Okay, break down. Next downside target for euro. There's no buys on euro whatsoever yet, because there's no sign of buying the euro. It's really simple. 1.1100, which is 95 pips away. Okay, a break of that level will lead us to 1 second, I'll just remove my Fibonacci. Let me put my Fibonacci back on. A break of that level will in fact lead us Is it here, anything? Oh, my bad. My software is going too slow. Anyway, 1.0750, okay, is my downside target upon a break of 111. So I do think we do have around 300-400 pips potential to the downside on Euro USD. Okay, stops, we placed in stops where just above 1.14, I reckon, maybe a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. Okay, if you know how to mix up the time frames and the price action, you will be able to get maybe a refined stop loss. But again, I'm short still on the Euro USD. Okay, I said to myself, even if we got non-farm payroll on Friday and so on, but technicals are just ruling overall in this market time and time again. So Euro USD break of 111 down to 1.0750. However, we can in fact go down to a mid-range. Okay, so again, with that being said, let's just go over to the Euro Yen now very, very quickly. Euro Yen price structure on the daily time frame and so forth. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Broken this key level here around 134. Okay, broke the trend line as well. Monthly we didn't close anything substantial, neither did we on the weekly. I'm still looking at these time frames for downside continuation and target projections. So 132 is next, which is about 190 pips away. So sells on this. Again, stop losses, you're gonna have to use your creativity on the charts and so on in order to, put a safe stop loss in there. And for those guys who didn't know anything about Forex beforehand, a lot of people I know, kind of know, they come to me, Sean, I didn't know what the hell it was all about. I watched your videos, I've applied it to the charts, and I'll get a keen idea and a rough idea of how the market moves, key levels and so on. And why did they know how the market works? Because they stayed and they didn't go away. This is something that you have to go through over and over again with persistence, especially analyze the world's biggest and toughest market. So Euro Yen downside 132, 131, and Euro Pound, guys, we came down a good amount of pips, and a lot of people made money off this from our recommendations. And this is going to roll back over 0.7200, so we've got 80 pips to the downside. A break of that, you can take another 200 pip target short to 0.7. I've only got a few minutes left because I have to be somewhere soon. But gold, okay, yesterday I posted a gold setup on Twitter and Instagram, okay, of the break of this trend line here. 1195 downside target. I think the low of today was 1195.36 or something. Okay, however, we popped back up. A lot of people are trying to call the bottom in gold, but on the weekly structure it's looking at, we're coming a lot lower. So I'm still holding my short bias on gold. Break of this trend line here, which is the daily trend line, we're looking at 1180s, 1160s, 1140s. So again, be careful with gold. Use this all as recommendations, not gospel. Nothing's ever 100% in the market. It's all about the confluences and how we can build them up. So the focus for this week with euros, again, strict downside. I just wanted to catch up on what I said last week. So next week I'm going to be looking at that GBP USD, because I have a great setup on that at the moment to the short side. Okay, I'm just waiting for one level to be broken. However, pound pairs across the board do look quite weak. So with that being said, guys, again, I hope you can gain something off this. The market isn't too exciting at the moment, but however, we will be running into, I remember this time last year I had one of the best 6-month streaks I've ever had in trading. Okay, and it just happened just after March. Okay, so with that being said, I'm just going to hang tight, be patient, because them weeks where you are patient, you do wait for the trade to come to you instead of trying to force something on the charts, you are going to make a lot of pips. I never put any expectations on my trades. I used to. Again, when you don't hit your expectations, you start to suffer and start trading for the wrong reasons. So just let them trades flow to you. Be confident in your analysis and your targets and your risk reward, and the money flows naturally. So Euro USD, Euro Yen, Euro Pound, all downside still, as well as gold. So I'll see you next week, and I hope that was helpful. I'll see you soon.